Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So you've seen by the thumbnail, we're going to be doing something super crazy today, and I just thought, you know what, everything in the world is pretty crazy at the moment, so I was like, you know what, let's just take you to my kind of crazy, and we can get away from the outside kind of stuff that's going on, and we can just sit, create, and just make some fun makeup looks basically. So if you're at home and you're watching this, grab your stuff, get your makeup, let's just sit down and just paint along with me as I'm doing this. But I thought it'd be a really fun first look to do now that I can actually talk about my product collaboration. Now you've seen by the look, it's like a 4 eyes purple skin look, and that's basically because I was like, you know what, I'll just create an eye for every lash, and then you get 2 pairs, which means 4 lashes, so 4 eyes. So I was like, we'll do this. I was like, 4 eyes, kind of alien-esque, so we'll do like a purple skin. I have this beautiful green wig which is just chilling over there, which is styled, ready to go. Krystal hooked me up with this wig, and when you see it at the end, oh my god, it's so insane. And then I was like, oh my god, like this is like linking together to be a perfect video. I haven't actually used the Bloodlust collection at all. I bought it off Beauty Bay, and then it came like 2 days afterwards, and I was away in Birmingham doing a drag show, so I never got around to using it, and then everyone was talking about it, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait till everyone like stops, and then I'll use it. So I've got this palette, which is beautiful. I'm gonna use that for the eyes. But then I also got, if I can pick them up, yep. I also got the glosses from the collection. So he has like these really beautiful glosses. The packaging is like so cool, but I really love like these 3 purple shades here. So I was like, I could do something really cool with them. So it kind of just tied together to create like this really fun look, and everything just kind of came together basically what I'm trying to say, but I'm just waffling so much, so I'm just gonna, and let's just jump straight into the video. So I'm just doing my skin prep, and I've just started using, well I say just, I've been using it for 3 weeks now, the Lotus Youth Preserve Eye Cream from Fresh, and it's just this beautiful eye cream, and I literally use like the tiniest little bit like this. And I just find that like it really helps keep my under eyes like so hydrated, so that when I'm wearing powder on my under eye, it doesn't go like ridiculously crazy and dry. So for primer, I'm gonna go in with 2. I'm gonna start off with the Unicorn Essence from Pastel, and this is just like a really good skin booster. So it's just gonna make my skin nice and supple, nice and soft, and just basically help all the product really melt into it. And then I'm gonna use the Brighten Blur primer infused with Nectar Brightening Hydra Complex. It's basically just like a super smoothing one, and I'm gonna use this on the apples of my cheeks just to help kind of blur all the pores. So for my colourful skin, I know in my last video I used the Give Face palette. There's nothing wrong with this, it's my go-to. It just doesn't have the right shade of purple. I'm lazy, I can't be bothered mixing, so I'm going to use my MAC Paintstick palette. I'm going to go in with the dark purple here, and then I'm just going to mix it with my chrome wheel base to get like the perfect purple basically. And now I'm just going to apply this to my whole face. So now I'm just going to use this dark purple here, and I'm just going to use that basically to like contour and sculpt my whole face. I'm just going to buff all that in with a Sigma Flat Kabuki in F8, and it's just this nice, dense, flat brush. And it's just nice to kind of basically blend everything in. And now I'm just going to go back over and use the pure white creative base from House of Glamdolls just to kind of add all my highlights in. So I'm just going to do like my under eye, a little bit under my contour, my forehead, and my chin. So I've just zoomed you in, done my eyebrows quickly off camera because I really can't cope with doing my eyebrows on camera, like it's so stressful. So I just literally used a purple eyeshadow, mapped it out, cleaned it up. Now I'm going to prime my lid with the Plouise purple base, and that's because I'm doing like purple eyeshadow, so it just makes it easier to blend if I use a purple base. So first of all, I'm just going to map out the shape that I want, and then I know exactly where I can place in the colour. So I'm just taking an angle brush and the darkest shade that I'm using, and I'm just going to map out my crease shape. So now that I've mapped out my shape, I'm just going to pack on that same colour with this little dense brush just to really intensify the crease. And then I'm just going to lightly diffuse the edges. Now I'm going to take the shade Blood Queen and I'm just going to use it on a little pencil brush just to really blend out that edge. And now I'm going to buff the edges of that out with the shade Vivid Mood, on like this kind of like fluffy pencil brush. For my brow bone here, I'm going to use the shade Take the Crown, which is like a purple shimmer, and then I'm going to put like a little bit of, they're just here, so I'm going to use like, I don't know if you can see them. I'm going to use this one and then a little bit of this one. And then to make it like really pop, I'm going to put like the wet jewel shade here. Can you see that? It looks so pretty in real life. So my little trick of what I like to do is I take these little tiny, can you see, like the little wooden toothpicks, and they have like a little bit of cotton wool on the end. I dip it in makeup, and then can you see how you can see my skin colour peeking through here? I just kind of clean off where I'm going to cut my crease, so that then when I do cut my crease with a Plouise skin tone, or if I'm using like the normal skin coloured ones or the purple, whatever, it gives it like a cleaner cut crease. Because if I were doing all this on a skin tone and then I tried to cover it with a skin tone base, it would have purple showing through. So if you just kind of clean off where you're going to cut your crease with a little bit of makeup remover, it makes cutting the crease a lot easier. And now I'm just going to blend my outer V and my crease together. Now all of the lid, I'm going to put the Lit Metals Risque plus Silver, and it's just like this metallic amazingness. Like when you see it, it's insane. So I'm going to put this all on the lid. Now I'm just going to smoke out the lower lash line using the same colours I used up here. Now to finish up the eye, I'm just going to take the Plouise Limelight Neon Green paint, and I'm just going to pop that all in my waterline. Can you see? It looks so crazy. So I just did my other eye off camera, put on my lip liner like I normally do, and now I'm just going to use the Anastasia translucent powder just to kind of lock everything in, and I'm using a translucent one just to kind of help pastelize the colour further and make it look just really soft and really nice. So I kind of left it to bake for like 5-10 minutes-ish. Not long, just enough that I know that everything is set. Everything's nice and bright, because that's what I want. And then I'm gonna leave my under eyes on a little bit longer, just to make sure that this center part here is super bright. And my nose gets oily, so I can leave it on my nose as well, and that's all good. Okay, now I'm gonna use my Alexis Stone palette, which is this one here. And it's perfect because I'm gonna use this purple row to basically just contour and bronze up my face. And by bronze, we had this conversation last time, I just mean to transition from my contour to my highlights, basically. So to begin with, I'm going to try this little brush here. It's like a little rounded brush. And I'm going to pick up the lightest shade and just see what that looks like when I try it. It's not adding much. A little bit. Alright, well we'll use that just to lightly dust around. Okay, now I'm going to use the second lightest shade, sorry, and just start to add a bit more cut depth in. Oh my god, that looks so beautiful. And then I can just use the first colour to just really like transition it into the skin. And now the last thing to do is just to kind of put the highlights back in, because that makes everything better. But what I'm doing is as I'm brushing off the loose powder, I'm just kind of buffing it into the face, just to kind of help make sure everything is like blended together. The translucent powder doesn't really have any colour, but it does give like a bit of a whitey cast, I think. So I'm just using it just to kind of blend everything together. Now I'm going to use my MAC Shivering White. I'm just going to use this on my under eye just to kind of brighten it all back up again. And that. A little bit under the contour. Like that. Okay, so let's do the eyes on my cheeks. So I just did a little quick sketch on paper of what I actually want, the shape. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to like prop it onto my cheek and then dust around it with eyeshadow to get like the shape, and then I can remove what's in the center rather than drawing onto my cheek, if that makes sense. I don't really think it makes sense, but I'm just going to do it anyway, and then hopefully you understand what I mean. So I've just put a tiny little bit of lash glue on the back, and then that will just help it stick, and then I'm just gonna, I think here's kind of cute. Yeah, like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of the two purples from the Alexis palette, the two lightest ones, and I'm just going to dust around it. And then that shading will help later anyway. Now if I take it off, yeah, look at that, see? Okay, now just to remove that little bit of makeup in the center of it. I'm just going to take like a white pencil, this one just for makeup further, and now I'm going to map in like the pupil and all the little details that I basically want, if that makes sense. So I'm going to use the PC46, it's this tiny little paintbrush, and then I've got my Mehron white paint. I'm just going to paint in the white part of the eye now. So now I'm just going to fill in the colour part of the eye using this blue, dark blue liner, and then I'm going to lighten it up with some white face paint. I'm going to add in the little black pupil and then do the details on the outside, and then the eye is finally finished. Okay, so I did the eyes up quickly, they're done. This one's a little bit bigger, but who cares? I'm going to use my lipstick and I'm going to use the shade Spank from Sugar Pearl. And it's just this nice kind of deep purple. And then for lip gloss, I'm going to use the jeffreestar Shivering lip gloss. And let's just see what this is like. Oh. Okay, this is a little trick that I like to do is get a little applicator thing, stick it inside the lip gloss, pull out the bunger thing that stops all the product from coming out, get your wand, dip in, and get all the lip gloss you need. And that way, you can get it as pigmented and as colourful as you like. So I've just got it on the back of my hand here, and now I can just, you see, look at that. So I'm just gonna go add all the finishing touches off camera, and then I'll be back with a final look. And here's the finished makeup look. I just took out my contact lenses because they were really irritating my eyes. So that's why these eyes look a little bit different, because I've just taken my lenses out. But I just chucked on some lashes, and by lashes I mean my Ellis x Ardell collaboration. So I just used one box to create the lashes for these. So this is what they look like when they're double stacked, so fluffy. And if you want to take it to the extreme, this is what they look like triple stacked. I just created the lash like a triple stack, like nice and full, just because I wanted like a real dramatic lash to go with this look. Because I felt like it was a bit grungy, a bit punk, and I just wanted like a nice big lash. So I just chucked on this lime green hair that Krystal did for me. It was like an older wig that I had, and then she did it for me originally, and then she just, I was like, keep it green, but like reinvent it. So she just put these slashes here of like dark green in, and chopped it from 28 inches to a 22 inch. And I am like, lucky obsessed. And then I chucked on my jewelry from House of Namaste, Neon Namaste on Instagram. I really love it. I wore it for my last video because it went with a look, and guess what? It goes with this look as well, so I'm wearing it again. But yeah, I guess that's it. So if you liked the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also comment down below what you think of this makeup look, and also what else you want me to film, just so I have an idea of what you want me to film. But yeah, thank you for watching, and until then, I'll see you on the next one. See ya!